Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lakeland Podcast, episode 4. Today, we are talking to some admin. I'm your host, Cash Miller, and I'm with.
Emery Slating.
And our admin are going to introduce themselves now.
I'm Mrs. Vieu, the principal of Lakeland High School.
I'm Dr. Carlson, the assistant principal.
And I'm Miss Haney, the assistant principal.
Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for talking to us. We're
glad to be here.
We're gonna ask a few questions, maybe challenge you guys a little bit. We'll see. First one. How do you guys decide what changes or improvements to make at our school? Like, what goes into that? What's all of it? What goes into it?
Yeah, so we like to get feedback from our staff throughout the year, just informally and formally. We also get a lot of feedback from our students throughout the year, just in our conversations with them and what they feel like is going well and what's not going well. And we really do take those types of conversations and that feedback to heart and very seriously, because we want this to be someplace where students and staff feel very supported and feel like they can come here and learn and work.
So for example, we actually have a school improvement team. And so in January, February, you as well, like students as well as parents, get a perception survey. And a lot of data that we get from those perception surveys, we take it back and look at, okay, so what goals do we want to make for students, for our community? So we have a whole team that works on that.
You guys obviously do a lot throughout the school year, but is there any things you think students might not understand about your job that you guys do maybe in the summer or after school?
I get this question a lot, because I think a lot of students maybe think, as for Miss Haney and I, that it's just discipline all the time. I want to say, like, it's almost like a lot of the job is being, I just use this word, but politician somewhat. So you're meeting with the community a lot, and you're developing relationships with the community and all stakeholders. So you're having a lot of meetings with them, a lot of meetings with central office, like Mrs. Vieu said, looking at data and things like that on how to improve the school. So there's a lot of things that go into it than just discipline and working lunch. A lot more elements that are combined with that, where you're making sure everything's flowing well.
Yeah, and I would just add that a lot of times when students are called down, especially to Dr. Carlson's office or mine, they immediately feel like they're in trouble. And a lot of the times we're just trying to gather information about things that are happening in the building that we may not have seen or that we heard about that we're trying to get more information about. So I always try, like, I'll tell a teacher, they're not in trouble. Just come have them talk to me. Because I do know that that's nerve-wracking, especially if you're not somebody who typically gets called to the office. So, but that is a big part of our job, is just trying to get some more information about something, or we're looking into a situation and we need some information.
And we actually do work during the summer.
We do. All of June and all of August.
Oh, man.
I'll add this in. I worked every football game last Friday for the month of October. 2 state finals. So I was doing that. And then also, I feel like a police officer sometime working with our school resource officer. So, I mean, it's so many different hats.
How do you guys make sure every student feels seen and supported? Maybe, there's a bunch of students that you guys don't talk to in a disciplined way, but they still appreciate hearing from you guys or whatever. So how do you make sure every student feels seen?
Well, I like to try to establish some routines. So like my morning routine is always I walk the whole entire school and I try to say hi to everybody. And it makes my morning, to give them, to start out with a smile and a hello, even if I don't know their names, because it's hard to know, 950 kids' names. But that's my morning routine.
Yeah, I would say one of my favorite things to do is we do those Eagle shout outs, and I know they seem kind of corny, but when teachers nominate or just shout out a student for something going well with them, I always like to be the person to deliver that so I can see the student and see their face and make that connection that the student is doing really well in their classes. And that's good for me to just to see those types of students who are out there, like just like you said, that we aren't having tons of conversation with them, but we want them to see that we see them and we acknowledge what they're doing.
I was like, this was my concern when I moved from the classroom to assistant principal. I thought, oh, I won't even know many students at all. Nothing could be farther from the truth. I feel like the school feels smaller to me because I feel like I know more students, and I know, like, I can't believe how I know like everyone, because you're seeing them walk by every day, you're saying hi to them, you're making connections. So it really feels like it's actually an easier task than you would think of what it really is.
Yeah. Have any of you guys worked at any other schools like prior to Lakeland? And if you have, what like makes our school special or different compared to those other schools?
Dr. Carlson's been in Huron Valley Schools like most of your.
Most of my career, since 07. I was at a Flint school, like in the suburbs of Flint for 5 years, and then Tennessee for 2 years. It was night and day between Lakeland High School and those schools. I would say just the resources we have, the things that we're able to do, with students, how respectful they are, and how they just come from really good homes and good, they're just raised really well. And so I really appreciate that compared to the other schools I was at. So I'm just impressed with the community overall and the way that the students are, and then also all the things that we offer at Lakeland.
I spent previously, I was an assistant principal at an elementary school for a semester and then a year at a middle school before moving to Lakeland. And I would agree with Dr. Carlson. A lot of it is our students here are just so hardworking, and it really feels that way when we're here. The energy is so positive, I feel, when we're walking in the hallways and into classrooms. Well, one thing that I feel like our students really take for granted here, which is very different at my previous school. At my previous school, at the middle school I was at, about 85% of our students were our teachers were in their first 5 years of teaching. And so they were trying to figure it out, right? And their classroom management was kind of weird, and like their relationship building was kind of weird. Our staff is so seasoned and so good at what they do. And it's such a blessing at our school that we have, so many teachers that have dedicated so much of their life to be here at Lakeland and to pour into students. I think that is a really rare thing to find in a lot of different schools, and I think it's something that our students may not even realize is very rare.
So I was at Holly area schools at the high school before I came to Lakeland. There was a lot of similarities in terms of White Lake is a small rural area, and Holly was as well too. So like Dr. Carlson kind of had said, the students and the community that this area has, it's special, like it really is. It's something where you can just feel the culture of everyone. I don't want to sound cliche, but they do care about their community and they do take pride in it. And there's a lot to be said about that. I really enjoy that vibe.
All right, last few questions. What's your guys' favorite school event or tradition?
And why?
And they said beauty right away. I
love graduation. It is. I just am so proud of every single senior that crosses that stage. Like, this is one of your first milestones in your life, and it just fills me with a lot of hope. And I have really made it a passion of mine to try to get as many staff members there as possible. Teachers are not required to go, and given that it's a Sunday, I totally understand that teachers need work-life balance, but the teachers are the ones that are working with the students every single day, who are getting them to this point where they can walk across the stage and be proud of themselves. And I think it's something that teachers can be proud of as well too, and share in that celebration. So graduation by far is my favorite.
I would agree, for sure.
I'm embarrassed to say what mine is. Let's hear it. It's prom. I don't know what. it's just a fun time. It's laid back. I feel like people are just kind of letting loose, and it's easier for us that night too. And we get to see all the crazy outfits. They're always so beautiful. Yeah.
For seeing you. Well, in prom is cool because it's just like a core memory. Like I remember going to prom, and it's just something that will always stick with me. So it's fun to watch students making like core memories that we know they'll remember forever, which is really cool.
The last question, it's going to be a little controversial, but you guys are always
We like it, bring it on.
you guys are always battling a constant fight with students and everybody about the backpack policy. You guys just explain a little bit about what that rule is and why is it in place.
I want to say the first reason why the district went district-wide no backpacks is because safety. If we were ever to have to evacuate this whole entire building quickly, we need you guys to be able to get out of the classrooms very quickly. And our classrooms are not that big. And so if you have 34 kids who all have backpacks, purses, different bags, you're tripping over everything. And it leads to more, it could be more harmful for you to try to get out there, so we want safety as our number one concern.
I'll just say, going along with that is we don't want, really large backpacks being brought in with things like that. When we're looking at that with when I'm working with Officer Wagonmaker, we want to make sure everyone's staying safe there. We understand that it's a pain. We know that there's been people who aren't happy with it. But it just makes it more clunky. It just makes it harder to, monitor students and see what they're actually, what they're carrying and how much they have there. So it goes a long way if people can follow it and put that in their lockers. We understand. Miss Haney and I were just talking today about how tough it is to even get the backpack in your locker, and we understand that, and jamming it in there, and maybe that's something we look at right down the road, like a school improvement thing. But
That's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah,
Different lockers and maybe something bigger.
right.
Yeah, and definitely there's a safety component there, but there's also just the day-to-day as a former teacher when you're walking up and down your classroom and trying to get to students and trying to be supportive and monitoring what's happening in your room. It's so difficult if there's you're tripping over a bag, or hey, can you move this, or I can't get down the aisle, or I can't get close to this kid because there's all these bags. So it just takes away that issue for teachers who are already having a million other things going on, that they don't have to worry about just being able to navigate their classroom.
All right, that's
What are your thoughts on it? Let's hear from
I
know
personally.
over time a little.
No, we're good. Personally, I have kind of resorted to the trapper keeper so that I could still carry all my stuff around. And it's working. It's been great. I haven't had any issues. But I definitely know a lot of my friends are not happy with it. They're still trying to carry their back around or whatever. So that's what I have to say about it.
I completely understand you guys are coming from. It makes total sense. But I think part of it is my locker is pretty much in the ice, so it's kind of hard to make it there between every class, which I might need to get myself a trapper keeper to hold all my stuff.
No, but that's a great point. And we've had students come to the office and express that, or we have kids that are always tardy to third hour, and we're like, what is happening between second and third hour? And we find out that their locker is just not in a feasible spot of the school, and we've moved lockers. So that's not out of the question either. You just have to communicate, because we don't always know that that's an issue for you, and we want to set you up to be able to follow the policies.
I think Carlson went to the trapper keeper route too. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
I love the problem solving.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
For having us.
And that's all the time we have.